Hello, baby dolls. So, if you'd like some hopium, I have some for you. But we can't get too excited or anything because really, nothing's going to matter until 2025, April to May here. 2025, April right here. I don't know when exactly, but that window of time. I think Ethereum can take over the crypto narrative, and I think that is enough like juice to get everyone in crypto to believe that the 4-year cycle is now a myth and it will not hold true. And I think, something happens. We actually get up here. Everyone says, 4-year cycle's trash, dude. We don't need to follow it, dude. And when people start talking like that, and they say, hey, Ethereum is now #1 market cap. It's flipped Bitcoin. We got Ponzi yield. We got burning. It's the new revolution. Once people start talking like that, that's great. That's what we want. That's euphoria. That's when we say, okay, sweet. No one believes in the 4-year cycle now. Now we can use it. And that's probably going to be the down year. So I use this as a start to ground us because we got some hopium, right? So something I noticed, right? In 2015 bear market. So you look down here. You see down here. Bitcoin confirmed the exit with 4 green monthly candles. So 4 times in a row. And then had 1 red, 1 green, 1 red, like that. So it's just something to think about, right? In 2019, there was 5. You had the plus token Ponzi. So, you know what? I want to actually have a look closer. I want to do a little thought experiment. If we never, see, look at this, right? If we never had the plus token Ponzi, I wonder if Bitcoin would have ever gone above $8,000, really. You might even say this whole period, this whole candle shouldn't have happened, And you might say, hey, that seems like it's fair. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Bitcoin stops at like 8K. That would have been all right, But then the exuberance came. We're going back to 20K feeling came. I remember I felt that, man. I felt FOMO so bad. Like that was killing me, man. Yeah, so that's what happened here. So we went all the way to 13,500. So maybe we don't get that this time. Maybe because we are like, in this cycle, Mount Gox collapsed. Maybe this is what we're actually going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles. Right. None of this is set in stone, but it's just for you to know, right? You can't wait for confirmation. If you wait for confirmation, you are going to get destroyed. You're going to wait for too many confirmation. Because, okay, look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? 4 pieces of confirmation, okay? And confirmation 1, no, okay, wait, here's 0. Zero confirmation, 0. This is where your potential is like 50x on an investment. Not even joking, right? 50x. If you want 1 piece of confirmation, maybe it's down to 30x. 2 pieces of confirmation, now you're down to 10x. 3 pieces of confirmation, you're down to like a 3x. And then 4 pieces of confirmation could be plus 50% or minus 50%. Like that's how random it is. You've waited too long. So if you stand in front of the train, you kill it. You literally kill it. But also you take the downside risk. So I want you to know, waiting for these green monthly candles, you shouldn't be waiting for that. You get in on these red part because you're training yourself to just get used to these price swings. That's it. You get in, maybe you find extra money, maybe you work later on, maybe you accumulate more. You need that because the way I see it is, and this is true, right? If you get in like 6 months ago, let's say someone put in 10 grand and then it drops 50% or 80% and they feel really bad. If they've been working, if you've been accumulating, working, you get more cash savings, you are more inclined to add to your portfolio, which is what you want. You increase your bag size because you've been in the game for 6 months and you know it's not going to 0 and you're learning more about it. So you can increase your bag. So your bullet size goes up and your future reward is much bigger. But if you wait for the confirmation, you don't go with a 10K clip, man. You wait, try to time the bottom and then eventually starts turning, and maybe, I promise, no one ever does the full clip. Maybe they do like 5. They do half of it and then they wait and then they wait and it never comes. So compare like someone doing a 10K clip and a 10K clip, so 20K, because they were offside for a long time and they kept adding, versus someone who never goes offside, who tries to time it. They only put like 5k. They put half, if they get in at all, by the way. I've known many people who just don't get in. And you know, when they get in, they do get in. And you know exactly where I'm going with this. They go, and instead of putting 20k, they put in like 100k near the top. And then they have to sit through the swings, all right? So that's how we go. That's how we're playing this. So we might get 3 green monthly candles, maybe. And you can't wait for these green monthly candles. You can hear a lot of people talk about euphoria, greed, all this stuff, and it doesn't really matter, man, because I've got this nice, beautiful, juicy tweet for everyone as well. So you can look at the charts and just, it's not more about the technicals. You just know that, okay, so people, we're sheep. We like to follow everyone else. So I've written here, there's no formula, but you can gauge it. The minimum number of trapped participants forms after 2 monthly candles. So you can see this, right? So after 2, you've got the minimum amount. If you can get more than 2, you get huge potential trap. But you don't know when the trap's going to stop, right? Like, look at here on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know? You could have made a case at the third candle, everyone was getting trapped, right? You could have made the case there. So the examples on this chart, right? Traps can be big or small, but you can't gauge anything from 1 month. So people are saying now, oh, greed, euphoria, people think the bull market's back on. Like, it's just 1 green monthly candle right here. 1 green monthly candle. You can't gauge anything from that. Don't confuse people's Twitter emotions and feelings for the actual traps. Because what people say on a knee-jerk reaction has nothing to do with what their portfolios say. Okay? What their portfolios say matters the most, because that's the actual real position of the market. And you have not seen how hard they will potentially FOMO until they get tested, right? So the market will test people. If it's going to trap, yeah, maybe Bitcoin goes to like 28k, 30k. It goes, are you going to FOMO in now? Maybe, and you know what? Maybe the weekends don't get in there. And then Bitcoin comes back to 25, back to 30, right? And then actually goes up to 40. So you might see this, man. You might see this, you know. Bitcoin goes up. Oh, there's no weekend. And then this is where the weekends go, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. I got to get in here. We have to get in here. That's what markets do, man. Finds the path of max pain. Tries to get everyone in, right? That's what we're going to talk about and go through here. So I did have a max pain prophecy. And this is hard because, man, I'm long. You're long. We believe in the industry. It's very hard to stay independent because I know the fundamentals are strong. I know they keep printing money. I know CPI is going to come down. I know everything's a PSYOP scam. I know the entire market is rigged. I know Ethereum and Bitcoin and everything's moving forward. We're gaining adoption. But all this stuff, but I'm also long. So it's very hard for me to have a completely unbiased opinion, even though we try. Because we want everything to go up. So, but my max pain prophecy was, now that everyone literally lost all their money, right? Max Pain is being liquidated by SBF and then watching the market rally without you. That's the ultimate kick in the face. Everyone lost on FTX wrongfully, and this is what I noticed, right? Everyone wrongfully assumes that the bear market's only just starting with another 12 months to accumulate, right? I'm thinking, yeah, that's exactly what you'd want, right? You lost all your money on an exchange from a thief, and you would love 12 months of everything go down, wouldn't you? You would love, right, because you know everything's a future. You would love if Bitcoin went down here, right, and Ethereum went down to like, you know, $400 for you to accumulate. So when Ethereum goes back to the highs, it's like 15x. That would be too good for you, I think. That would be maximum euphoria for that, for all those people. They get a get out of jail card free, right? The market does not. It doesn't give you chances like that, okay? It punishes people. So if you left your money on exchange and then it gets wiped out, if the market was rewarding, that would be the start of the collapse. That would give everyone a free option to basically take risk, and if things went bad, the whole market's trashed forever and you have another year to accumulate. But the market doesn't work like that. You run the risk. If you take risk like that, you run the risk that you are part of the forced selling exits of fear, and that's the end of the bear market. Isn't it cruel? isn't it cruel when you think about it, right? So everybody thought, it's fine, you know, if FTX goes down, it's the end of the world. But they could not conceive that if FTX went down, maybe it was the beginning of the best is yet to come. I was saying this, I know it's hard because we're all depressed, but I was actually saying it, man, that's how markets work. Kevin O'Leary, everyone else, what did everyone say? They go, bear market ends when a major big player gets wiped out from capitulation. Every single bear market in history. And then it happened, and guess what? Everyone said, no, this time is different. But why did they say this time is different? It's because they had money on FTX. They don't want to say, oh my God, I'm the bottom signal. I am the bottom signal. No one wants to admit that. Good thing is, I'm unbiased. We have to sit on the sidelines, and we know the bottom signals. So this guy's one of the greatest memes, right? So you're going to hear people say, you're greedy, you're greedy, you're greedy. And I'm just going to remind you, man, portfolios are down 95%. Even if we double, you're back to 90% down. You're not greedy. This is nowhere near greed, okay? The greed kicks in. It's 2025. We've had 3 green yearly candles. And Jim Cramer tells us that he'll never sell his Ethereum ever again. You think I'm joking about that? He probably will come out and say that. So that's it, man. This is how we train everyone. Let's go have a look at the 12 month. That's right. You know, greed, greed, greed. So this is what's going to be very hard to do when we're in 2025 and go, hey, we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, green, 1, 2, 3, red, 1, 2, 3. It might be as simple as that, man. It might be as simple as that, Maybe we get 1 green, 2 green, 3 green, January 2025, all the way here, and then maybe 2026 is just a red year. So you got to think about that. Remember the bull traps, the quick tweet I did about the bull traps, right? When you just need 2 months in a row, and you get enough people just to get action in the other way. It's not the biggest trap of all time, but you can see, right? So look at this. Obviously, the bear market was 1. Look how many destruction is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red candles in a row here. Absolute monster. And you reverse the other way. What about here? You had it as well. You know what's interesting? When you get this 1 green one, you reset it. I don't know why. You actually reset everyone's emotion. Yeah. It's something interesting about markets. It's almost saying if you do 3 red, 1 green, 3 red, 1 green, 3 red, 1 green, we can go for a lot longer. We can. Versus if we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. We can't take it anymore. It's over. We capitulate. And that's the end. I don't know why. It's something about humans and pain. And if you you keep pricking us, you give us relief, maybe it prolongs it, It's almost like, when you think about it, an abusive relationship. That's why a lot of people stay in abusive relationships, because it sucks for 9 times out of 10, but that 1 time out of 10, there's relief. Oh wow, they are a nice person, they got me flowers. Oh, he had a shower for me today. Right? That's it's kind of sad. That's what markets are, really, abusive relationships. But that's what they are, man. That's what they are. So you remember what I said. We are in the middle. All right? We are at the mercy of the top 15% FOMO buyers and the bottom 15% FOMO sellers. And we are just a slave in the middle. These people move the prices. Right? These people here, they actually move the price up. These weekends move the price down. It is an abusive relationship. And we just got to pray that eventually, right, these sellers, we lose them. We eventually run out of them. And then these guys start coming back in, which is what we've been getting right now. That's when we see 1 green. 1 green monthly candle is enough to start it. But don't think, hey, man, greed, I've got to get out. Don't think like that, man. Maybe we'll see how the rest of Feb finishes. Maybe you see how March finishes. But at least from the start, 4 green candles, 5 green candles, all right. And that puts us to what? Around May, around June, when we start to get there. That's if, man, if. Because look, just give you an example. The market did not have to come back and let you in, all right? Look at this. Okay, yay. Look, you say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, 4 green monthly candles. Look what it comes out. Bitcoin dropped 14%, stopped, and then back up, okay? I want you to think about that. Would you have gotten in? I doubt it. If you're playing that game. Do you want to take this risk? That's what you have to decide here. Bitcoin recovers, right? And then 1 candle down. Oh no, the euphoria, greed, euphoria. And look what happens the next month. And look what happens in F1. Oh no, we're stalling. Look at the TA experts. Oh, leverage trading. We fart upwards, literally. Are you prepared for that? If you get out, I want to tell you this, all right? It sounds easy. Oh yeah, I'll sell if it goes up. You will never forgive yourself if you get out here, man, and you see it go up. I promise you, okay? You will never forgive yourself. So yeah, it's easy to look at 2019 and go, oh yeah, man, I'm a genius. I sold here. It's easy to look at that. But you'll disappear, I promise you. You'll delete your social media accounts if Bitcoin actually does 2, 3, 4, 5. You get out thinking you're a genius. This one comes here. Next one goes up like that. I promise you will not forgive yourself for selling. Okay? You are going to read my tweets. I'm going to talk about soy drinkers. I'm going to talk about little girly, low testosterone people, high estrogen males. I'm going to talk about them, paper hands, lettuce Larry, all of those. And you're going to be thinking, far out, man. You're going to be thinking, I held the whole way. I held through all the capitulation, all the anger, all the fear, anxiety, denial, everything. The whole freaking way. And as soon as it got me some relief, I tried to time it. Don't be that person. Sit through the pain. That's why I always say, where's my little magical box in 2025? This is our magical box window, okay? 2025 to 2020. That's it. That's our magical box, you know? So we can either... We know the game, man. We know the game. The game is we went to zero and we're all working at McDonald's. Okay? Or we actually went somewhere to the moon. But either way, you don't know that point is coming until we tick over to 2025. Until next time, friends, I'll catch you later.